Hello and welcome back to my Inter Milan series on Football Manager 2022 beta version of the game. Since the last episode where we faced Monaco and Roma and drew against both of them in the Champions League and Serie A respectively, we've played a few games off camera, 8 games altogether. So we'll run through them now and then we'll talk about a few other things that have happened in the meantime. So we started things off with a 4-0 smashing of Sampdoria. Things started really well. Belotti getting a goal, Correa getting 2 and Gagliardini getting 1 as well. We absolutely dominated. You can see our XG was 3.88, so it's about right that we managed to score 4 goals. And as I said, things were looking up at this point. Then it was time for the Milan derby, and this is possibly the turning point in when things started to go a bit bad. We lost this one 2-0. Lautaro Martinez getting sent off in the 91st minute for a 2-footed lunge in the opposition's half. I don't know what he was thinking. He lost his head. To be honest, he's not really all there with us at the minute. I don't think he's playing for the shirt. I think his head's been turned by all the clubs that are interested in him and he just wants to be out. He's not the only one that applies to. But we did then manage to somehow get a victory against Red Bull Salzburg. Barella was the man who saved us with a last-minute penalty. We were 2-0 up, threw that away and gave up a 2-goal lead. Red Bull Salzburg equalising eventually in the 74th minute. But then, of course, as I said, Barella saving our bacon and confirming our place in the first knockout round of the Champions League and finishing top of our group as well. We then had a bit of a European hangover with a 0-0 draw away to Atalanta, who are also doing quite well this season. They're in the top 6. I'm not sure exactly where they stand, but we will have a look at the league table in a little bit. Now, Atalanta actually had a goal disallowed for offside in this game, so we were a bit fortunate. And that was the Mera Demiral goal. And Edin Dzeko had a great opportunity at the death to get a last-minute winner for us, but it wasn't to be. Matteo Darmian did pick up an injury in this game and was out for 2 weeks, which wasn't great, as our backup left wing-back it's not a great option, considering we've had to play DeMarco, who was our usual left wing-back, at left wing because of the other injuries to Hakan Çalhanoğlu and Rodrigo. We then had a week's rest before the game against Torino. Before that, we'd been playing Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, and everyone was knackered. Dumfries picks up a 1-match ban for too many yellow cards, so he couldn't start either. So we had a completely makeshift, but sort of completely makeshift, not really. We had a problem basically at wing back. We changed our formation to the 5-2-1-2 at half time, brought Dzeko on, and that managed to save the game for us. That's been a move that has saved a few games for us in the past 8 matches. But DeMarco playing outstandingly at left wing back, Carboni playing at left wing, not doing too greatly, and Terzic playing out of position at right wing back because of all the issues we had. At this point, after this game, we were in 6th place, 4 points off Napoli, who were on top of the table. Then we faced Fiorentina, who not that long ago were on top of the table themselves. We played a full-strength side for this one, and we managed to get the win. A 1-0 win. We made the same formation and personnel change at half-time. Dzeko coming on, changing to the 5-2-1-2. And it was a beautiful ball from Lautaro to assist the assister in this goal that Correa scored. So I'll show you that now. So Lautaro plays it into DeMarco, gets it back, and just whips it across to the other side of the field. Dumfries with a one-touch pass to Correa, who just placed it into the back of the net. But it was all about that ball from Lautaro Martinez to get it to Dumfries to get the assist. Then we had what is possibly our worst result of the season. In fact, I think it is our worst result of the season. Hellas Verona managed to beat us at home. Kevin Lasagna was unstoppable in this one. We got an injury as well. Brozovic picked up an injury. I think he's out for... How long is he out for? He twisted his ankle, so he's out for 3 to 4 weeks. Dumfries pulled his thigh, so he's out between 6 and 9 days. So the injuries just keep on coming, and it's not getting any better. I say it's not getting any better, but we did win our last game, which was against Empoli, away from home. We played the 5-2-1-2 formation from the start of the game. Dzeko didn't perform that well, to be honest. He'd been doing a lot better coming off the bench when we changed the formation to this one. So maybe that's what we have to do moving forward. Martinez managing to get a goal and Sensi scoring a free kick to open the scoring in the game. We dominated this one and we were well worth our 2-0 victory. Now we have found out our official opponent for the Italian Cup. That is Bologna. They beat Lecce in the second round of the Italian Cup, so we'll be playing them in a couple of games' time after the Zebra and Cagliari games. And we'll also found out our Champions League opponents. It's going to be Manchester United, and this could be even more interesting because Lautaro Martinez is wanted by Manchester United, and I think they are his favoured choice to move to. So watch this space. We've also had information on our youth intake. It's an average youth intake. Apparently, strikers and wingers. Strikers are graded as A. Wingers are graded as B. The rest of the positions are graded as E. So we might have a few decent looking strikers and wingers coming through, but nothing else apart from that. And last episode, I asked about Lautaro Martinez and what I should do, and I've decided if an offer comes in that is of a decent enough value, I've valued him. I've put an asking price of 95 million because that's his release clause, so I'm hoping for that. But if a decent offer comes in, I'm going to let him go and I'm going to bring in someone else. He's not really been playing too great. I mean, his average rating's up there, but I just feel like he's been getting the goals, but he's not been doing well and not been doing enough for us, I guess. 9 goals in 10 games sort of doesn't tell the story. Someone else that doesn't want to sign a new contract is Stefan Devries. Tried to sign him to a new deal where he was asking for way too much money for what he's on. Like, he's on 115k at the minute. I think I managed to put it up to 135k and he rejected it. He was wanting 160k, and it's just not going to happen. I'm not going to be paying that much for someone who's not coming towards the end of the career, but it was a 5-year deal and he'd be 34 years old by that point. Milan Skriniar is also another one that doesn't want to sign a new contract. He wants to leave too. It's all the players that have got interest in them. I think Brozovic is the same. He's got interest in him from Man United as well, or at least he did have. Obviously, he's injured now, so I'm not sure if they'll still want him. It's not just him that's injured. You can see here, Çalhanoğlu is still injured, on his way back. Should be back to full training in 6 days, so he's probably not going to play a part in this episode. Brozovic, as I said, is out for 10 days to 3 weeks. Denzel Dumfries is on his way back, but again, not sure if he'll be able to play in this episode. And then Samir Handanovic might be retiring. He's broken his leg. He's expected to be out between 3 to 6 months. He's 38 years old. I think this could be the end for Handanovic. On the plus side, though, you can see here there's lots of offers for Andrea Ranocchia. Unfortunately, they were all end of contract offers, and he's agreed to join Udinese at the end of the season. He has played a few times for us this season, but he is getting on a bit, and I think that his wages could be better spent elsewhere. I'm not going to move him on. I'm not going to try to move him on early, just so that we've got enough backup in defence. It is the transfer window. We don't have much of a budget, and we of course only have 25 spaces to fill in the squad. I'm not sure what to do. I did nearly get a winger, but with Çalhanoğlu coming back to fitness soon, I feel like we should be okay in that position. It's just where if players leave, the players that are wanted by other clubs, if they leave, then we'll obviously get in replacements for them. Hopefully we'll get decent replacements as well, because we'll probably get a decent amount of money. So now that all that admin is out of the way, this is our formation for today. It's our 5-2-1-2 formation. I am going with it again, mainly because Rodrigo is not yet ready to play a full 90 minutes of football. He can only play 45 minutes. I might bring him on for half an hour at the end of the game if we're struggling to get any goals against Juve. This is the Italian Super Cup final, of course. We could win some silverware at the end of this. Edin Dzeko hoping for a better performance than the last time that we started with this formation. But elsewhere, we've of course got Dragowski in goal, who's been solid for us this season. And Skriniar, Devries, Bastoni are 3 best centre-backs. Darmian and DeMarco are the wing-backs today. Sensi is playing he's going to be playing as an advanced playmaker on support. Obviously, Brozovic can't play because he's injured. Nicola Barella is a ball-winning midfielder. Joaquin Correa is the advanced playmaker on attack. That's a bit of a problem. We've got 2 advanced playmakers now. Do I do this? No, because I've not got any more attacking centre midfielders. I could put Exposito. Okay, I'm just having a... Yeah, we're gonna play Sensi attack. No, we're not. We're going to play Correa attacking midfield as an advanced playmaker. We're going to drop Sensi to the bench. Edu Exposito is going to play as a centre midfielder on support alongside Barella. And then up front, we've got Edin Dzeko and Lautaro Martinez. In what could be, possibly, one of Lautaro Martinez's final games for us. Same for Skriniar. Same for Devries. Brozovic might have played his last game for us. I don't know. We have to see what offers come in. I've got a feeling if any offers come in, have we got enough players to add to the bench now? Not really. We can stick Alex Cordas there, extra body on the bench for no reason. Everyone else is either unavailable or injured. But yeah, I was saying I've got a feeling that any transfer offers are going to come in on or near to deadline day to make it a bit more exciting. I guess I'd rather them come in sooner so that we've got more time to get replacements in, but I can always put that clause in the contract where they can only go if we sign a replacement for them. So Juve in pretty bad form. They're 3 defeats in the last 5. They haven't won a game in the last 5. They're not having a great season. Just realised I haven't showed you the league table. You'll see that in a bit. We, of course, 3 victories in the last 5. That feels like a terrible run considering what we did at the opening stages of the season. I think I've sort of fooled myself into thinking that we've been playing particularly atrociously, but we've actually only lost or drawn 2 games in the last 2. We'll not see the league table because it's not a league game. Confused myself. So free kick, DeMarco takes it to the back post, and I think it was Bastoni that got the header on it. But Martinez is appealing for a penalty, and is the referee going to give it? It's going to VAR, I think. Lautaro Martinez is pretty certain that he was pushed to the ground, and it's been given. We've got a penalty 17 minutes in. I think Martinez is going to be the penalty taker. You, of course, missed that one last episode, I think it was. But not this time. Lautaro Martinez hitting it to the left-hand side. Goalkeeper with no chance. That's his 11th goal of the season. And it's a very good start in this Super Cup final against Juve. So throw in for Juve in a deep position. Alexandro's got the ball in the box now. Plays it out back to the throw-in taker Chiellini, who whips it into the box. And I can't say that name. Kulusevski, I think it was, with the header just over the bar. Juve getting into it now. They took a while to get going, but they are getting into it as we get to half-time. And it's pretty even. Our shot quality and, of course, the fact we've got a goal is probably why our XG is a bit higher than Juve's, but it does look like an even game. They, of course, bossing possession. We play our counter-attacking style of football, so you would expect that. A few pretty disappointing performances so far. Stefan Devries is the libero and central defence is not doing well in a 6.3. We've got Mattia Darmian on a 6.4 and a yellow card. Eddie Exposito's on a yellow card as well in centre midfield, and then Edin Dzeko not doing well up front. Don't think we've got anyone else that can play as a target forward. I'm looking at this young man, Olivier Jurgens, but that's a big pressure situation to be brought into. I don't think he's quite ready for it. We do have Rodrigo that can come off the bench. I'm thinking we're going to do that. We're going to revert back to our original formation. So Martinez can play up front. Correa can be left wing. Rodrigo can come on at right wing for Edin Dzeko. I do kind of want to take Edu Exposito off. And we can bring Sensi on to be the advanced playmaker now because we're not playing an attacking centre midfielder. And then I'm also concerned about Darmian, but I'll just try and tell him to calm down, I think, in the team talk section. Corner, DeMarco to take towards Rodrigo, and it's just over the bar from Rodrigo. What a return from injury that would have been if he'd got a goal there. Another corner from the right-hand side again. DeMarco whips it in. Darmian's there this time, and he heads it over the bar. He's yet to be sent off yet, which is a positive sign. Touch wood. Don't want to jinx him. Although he is looking tired out there, so I think it is time for Darmian to make way. We're going to bring Terzic on. He's the only option we've got that can possibly even try to play there. Is he better? He's obviously better at there, but yeah, we'll move DeMarco to the right wing back. Terzic is going to left wing back. We'll make that change. And we have a free kick. Sensi to take it towards Devries, and that's headed over again. We're so good in the air. We win the ball the majority of the time when it's put in the air. It's just the finishing quality that's been lacking a bit from headers today as we get the ball back from a defensive clearance, and it's Bastoni with it at the back. Terzic down the left-hand side, holds up the ball, gets snapped by Danilo, and is that going to be a red card? It's a red card. Juve are down to 10 men in this Super Cup final. Surely that means that the trophy's coming home with us. There's the full-time whistle, and we get to see us lift the trophy. We might not necessarily be lifting any more this season, the way that our form's been dipping the past few games, but this is a sight to see. And there's me in my horribly bright blue shirt, passing the trophy to our captain, and he lifts it up high, and we are the Super Cup champions of 2022. Inter have done it, thanks to Lautaro Martinez and a penalty. Are we going to get a goalkeeper cartwheel? I think they're still in the game. There he goes. What a guy. So before we get into the game against Cagliari, this is the league table as it stands. We are currently 6th in the table, but we're only 5 points off top of the table, AC Milan. Victory today could take us back up to the Champions League places in 4th place above Fiorentina. Of course, they will have a game in hand on us. Actually, no, they won't because they're playing at the same time as us, I think. There have also been some murmurings in the media about my future in charge of Inter, which is always nice. They're asking me if I'm going to ask my chairman for more time. And I just said yeah, but I've not actually done that yet. So hopefully I don't have to do that. We're going to have a bit of rotation today. I can't actually take Milan Skriniar off the starting 11 because I promised him that he'll get more game time because he came and complained to me. So I think it could be a case of playing him as the libero today. Andy Hotti is only 1 star, but he's done pretty decent for us in centre-back, the youngster. Denzel Dumfries still out. Well, he's not out, but he's not fit enough to play today. It's a fitness test required. Or not required, it says, but yeah, I don't think he's ready. You can see his condition's a bit low there. DeMarco needs a bit of a rest, so we'll put Terzic in for him. We're going to play Stefano Sensi as the attacking centre midfielder today instead of Joaquin Correa. And we'll have Edu Exposito as the centre midfielder and support alongside, maybe not Barella, because his risk of injury is quite high at the minute. So Gagliardini can come in because plays the same role as Barella does. And then up front, I'm tempted, to play Belotti and Martinez. Just what other roles he can play as a target forward. We're going to try that. Dzeko's not been impressive the past couple of games that we've started with this formation. So Belotti is going to have a turn as the target forward and support alongside Lautaro Martinez. And we'll see how we get on with that, with those changes made. To be fair, the press conference has just brought up a very good point. We have had a lot of fixtures in a short period of time. There's been so many weeks where we've literally played 3 times in a week. I think we've managed it pretty decent to only drop as many points as we have. The issue with us is the number of draws that we've had this season. We've had 7 draws. If we just turned a few of them, even like 2 or 3 of them into wins, we would be sitting at the top of the table. And looking at the league table, at least we're not as bad as Juve. I don't know if you saw it there, but next time that the league table comes up, have a look, because Juve are 10 points off us. They're 7th at the moment, but we've got a chance here with Sensi. Ball in. Belotti with the header. And Belotti, playing as the target man, has got us off the mark at home against one of our affiliate clubs, Cagliari, a team that are struggling at second bottom in the table currently. It was a lovely ball in and a brilliant header from Andrea Belotti, showing it in Dzeko how it's done. A run from slightly deep and then a header off the underside of the bar into the back of the net, and we are 1-0 up. We were already up to 4th in the table. That just puts us even more solidified, if that's the sentence I think it is, in 4th place, 2 points clear of the 2 teams below us, and we've got a chance to extend our lead with Sensi with the ball in. Hotti's there this time, and the youngster's got his first goal for Inter Milan. Andy Hotti in his debut season. He's not had many opportunities for us, but he has got off the mark against the Cagliari side, who look like they are going to be playing Serie B football next season. A beautiful header from the centre-back there. Another set piece. We're doing well from them so far. Sensi whips it in this time. Lautaro Martinez. Hotti's there again. Has he got a second? It might be offside. Oh no, they're looking at Martinez. I thought Hotti got the final touch. It might have been over the line before he touched it. The goal's been given. But who's it been given to you? Andy Hotti's got it. I thought he did. They were checking Lautaro Martinez for offside, it said there. But neither of them could have been offside. Hotti with a header. Oh yeah, they were checking Martinez. Ooh, I don't know about that. That did look a bit offside, to be honest. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong person. Never mind. 3-0. Andy Hotti, the centre-back, is on a hat-trick. If we get a penalty, you know who's taking it. Because unlike Jorginho at Chelsea, we're not a selfish team and we don't have selfish players. As we nearly score again. Dominating things here so far in this game. Edu Exposito was just looking a bit complacent. So I'm just going to try and tell him, I'm going to say you're playing so well, keep it going. Just to him, to try and stop the complacency from creeping in. Because that's the last thing we want. That's when mistakes happen. As Cagliari have a corner, Romero whips it in. Someone's gone down in the box. And this could be the complacency that I was literally just talking about. As this could be a penalty. It is a penalty. Rojas was having his shirt pulled by Lautaro Martinez. You see what I mean about just making mistakes? You can score goals, that's fine. Just don't ruin the rest of the stuff for the team. That's a perfect penalty from Razvan Marin. His first goal of the season as well for Cagliari. Hopefully this isn't them getting back into the game. As we have another highlight, and Cagliari have the ball. Dalbert, ball down the line to Pavoletti. We need to stop this ball from going in. He pulls it back to Dalbert. Across to Strootman. Now Pavoletti. To Marin on the edge of the box. It's blocked. It's going to come to Romero, though. He finds Strootman again. And what is Ranocchia doing? What is Ranocchia doing? He just took a swing for it. Did he not see that the ball wasn't coming to him? Have a look at Ranocchia. What's this? What's this? What's the swing? Oh. Focus is what I'm shouting at them. And we're going to have a look to see if we need to do anything. Darmian's on a 6.4. Has he really had any fault for the goals? Don't really think so. We can't bring Dumfries on, so we can't do anything there. Martinez, do I want to bring Zeko on? Zeko's done quite well from the bench, so we're going to move Belotti to pressing forward. And we'll bring Zeko on as the target man. Not exactly the change I was thinking I was going to make. I thought I would make more of a defensive one, but we'll see how it goes. We can't throw away a 3-goal lead, surely. We're going to take off our high tempo, I think. We're going to go down to slightly higher. And we'll get rid of the counter stuff. We might even try and time waste a bit, actually. Slow pace down. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution. And we'll frequently time waste. Because I am not losing a 3-goal lead. Not just that, but against second bottom in the table. I would sack myself if that happens. But it hasn't. We've got to full time. We've just hung on in the end to a 3-2 victory. What a terrible 4 minutes that was in the second half. Don't know what was happening. Hottie, unfortunately, couldn't get his hat-trick, but an 8.3 performance from a youngster. How old is he? He's only 18 years old. What a player he is going to be. So that result moves us up to 4th in the table. Fiorentina and Napoli both with games in hand on us. However, hopefully they don't win those and we can stay in the Champions League places and it can look a little bit better for the board. We're only 2 points off top of the table, but both Milan and Atalanta also have a game to play. So we're not 4th, but we have moved up a place in this game week. Everyone's played now. We're up to 5th. Fiorentina must have dropped points in their game. I think they only picked up a draw in that game. Napoli winning their game, but we're only 1 point off Napoli in 4th. We're 5 points off Milan, who are currently top of the table. It's still very tight between 1st and 6th. Just 6 points between the 6 teams. Juve a bit further back, level on points with Lazio now in 7th and 8th. It's looking like it's going to be a struggle for them to get European football for next season, but anything can happen. And looking ahead to the next episode, now I would have liked to have done the Champions League first leg and second leg in the same episode, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So what we'll do is we will come back probably for the Lazio game, I'm thinking. Lazio and Man U in the next episode. See how we do in that first leg. If we get a comfortable victory, then we'll not play the second leg on camera. We'll risk the chance that they might actually come back. Otherwise, we will play that, and we'll probably play the Napoli game in the episode after next. But next episode, it'll be Lazio and Man United. Off camera, I'll play the games against Bologna in the Cup and Spezia and Genoa in the league. Hopefully, we can continue this winning run that we've seemed to have got ourselves on now. 3 wins out of the last 3 games. We've only lost 1 of our last 8 games in all competition, so it's not as bad as the media are making out. Surprise, surprise, the media making things up. That's a shocker. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out, hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.